Welcome to BookBuzz Reviews and Summaries. In a world where multitasking has become the ultimate productivity myth, where busyness is often mistaken for accomplishment, and where the pursuit of more has led to a never-ending cycle of stress and burnout, you may be wondering, is it possible to break free from the chaos and achieve extraordinary results? The answer, it turns out, lies not in doing more, but in doing less, and discovering the single, game-changing habit that separates the truly successful from the merely mediocre. Come, let's embark on a journey to uncover the one thing that will transform your life and unlock the power of extraordinary results. Part 1 Summary of The One Thing by Gary Keller. In the opening chapters of The One Thing, Gary Keller introduces readers to a revolutionary concept that challenges the very foundation of how we think about productivity and success. The premise is simple yet profound. To achieve extraordinary results, we must first focus on just one thing. Keller invites you to reconsider your daily habits and priorities through a lens that often gets clouded by the noise of everyday life. Keller delves into the idea that the quest for more tasks to tick off, more goals to achieve, more commitments to juggle, often leaves us spinning our wheels without making substantial progress in any one area. He emphasizes that the key to success is not in doing everything, but rather in concentrating on what truly matters. The first compelling concept Keller introduces is the focusing question. What's the one thing I can do such that by doing it everything else will be easier or unnecessary? This question serves as a powerful tool, guiding us to identify the most critical task that will yield the greatest results in our personal and professional lives. Keller meticulously breaks down how identifying this single focus can lead to clarity and eliminate the distractions that typically sap our energy and attention. Imagery painted throughout this segment illustrates how prioritizing the right one thing can create a domino effect, leading to remarkable changes. Keller shares captivating anecdotes from successful individuals who have embraced this principle, showing that whether in business, relationships, or health, focusing on your one thing can lead to extraordinary outcomes. For instance, he narrates stories of entrepreneurs who transformed their companies by honing in on the core service that defined their brand, highlighting the inescapable truth that success is not about breadth but depth. As we journey further, Keller challenges the common belief that multitasking is the solution to our overwhelming to-do lists. He cites research that reveals how true productivity shrinks when we try to juggle multiple tasks, drawing listeners into a captivating exploration of how our brains work. By unraveling the science behind focus and attention, he pulls us into a world where fewer distractions lead to greater creativity and efficiency. Keller also addresses the paradox of willpower. While it's a vital resource for handling daily challenges, it's finite. He argues that without the clarity provided by focusing on that one thing, our willpower becomes easily depleted by the myriad of decisions we face each day. This insight serves to reinforce the idea that by honing in on what really matters, we conserve mental energy and boost our overall effectiveness. In a provocative conclusion to this section, Keller urges readers to reevaluate the way they set goals and carve out their intentions. He advocates for a radical shift. Instead of spreading ourselves thin with a long list of ambitions, we should learn to say no to everything that is not aligned with our one most important goal. This powerful notion of prioritization, he argues, is not merely a productivity hack. It is the linchpin for achieving a fulfilling and meaningful life. Through engaging narratives, thought-provoking questions, and a solid framework for thinking differently about success, Keller compels us to embrace the simplicity of focusing on one thing. The pages resonate with a refreshing clarity that is both liberating and empowering, promising the audience that extraordinary results await those willing to embark on this transformative journey. As we turn the page to the next part, we are left eager to discover more about harnessing this extraordinary power and how to implement it in our own lives. Part 2 Summary of The One Thing by Gary Keller. In Part 2 of The One Thing, Gary Keller delves deeper into the principles that govern our ability to concentrate on the most critical tasks and achieve extraordinary results. He introduces the 5 Essentials framework, a powerful tool for identifying and harnessing your one thing. The first essential he discusses is purpose. Keller emphasizes the importance of establishing a clear and compelling vision for our lives, careers, or businesses. By doing so, we can define our one thing and create a sense of direction that guides our decisions and actions. He shares inspiring stories of entrepreneurs and thought leaders who have discovered their purpose and used it to fuel their success. The second essential is leaning, which involves recognizing that there is always going to be a trade-off between what we prioritize and what we sacrifice. Keller encourages readers to lean into their one thing, acknowledging that this may mean saying no to things that are important but not essential. Through real-world examples, he illustrates how leaning into our priorities can lead to extraordinary results and personal growth. Next, Keller introduces the concept of focusing on the few, a principle that challenges us to prioritize a small set of high-impact activities over a large number of low-priority tasks. He argues that this requires an unwavering commitment to our one thing and the willingness to eliminate distractions and interruptions. By focusing on the few, we can achieve exponential gains in productivity and efficiency. The Systems Essential addresses the critical role that systems play in supporting our one thing. Keller explains how effective systems help us automate, streamline, and simplify our work, freeing up mental and emotional energy for high-leverage activities. He provides practical advice on how to design and implement systems that align with our priorities, highlighting the importance of accountability and continuous improvement. Finally, Keller discusses the concept of habits, which he views as the foundation of sustainable success. He argues that habits are the building blocks of our behaviors, and that by cultivating habits that support our one thing, we can overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. Through engaging examples and anecdotes, he shows how habits can be leveraged to drive lasting change and personal growth. A pivotal chapter in this section explores the idea of elimination. Keller emphasizes the importance of eliminating activities, people, and even tasks that are not aligned with our one thing. He provides practical strategies for identifying and eliminating distractions, highlighting the benefits of a more streamlined and focused approach to life and work. Throughout this part of the book, Keller masterfully weaves together theoretical concepts and practical insights, making the principles of the 5 Essentials accessible and actionable. The result is a comprehensive framework for achieving extraordinary results by identifying and harnessing your one thing. As we turn the page to the final part of the book, we are eager to learn how to integrate these principles into our daily lives and achieve lasting success. Key takeaways from Part 2: establish a clear vision and purpose to guide your decisions and actions. Lean into your one thing, recognizing that trade-offs must be made. Focus on the few, prioritizing high-impact activities over low-priority tasks. Design and implement systems that support your one thing. Cultivate habits that align with your priorities. Eliminate distractions, people, and tasks that are not aligned with your one thing. By embracing these principles, readers will be equipped with the tools and insights necessary to achieve extraordinary results and transform their lives. Part 3 Summary of The One Thing by Gary Keller. In the final section of The One Thing, Gary Keller ties together the concepts and principles introduced in the previous parts, presenting a powerful call to action for readers ready to implement the strategies that lead to extraordinary results. Here, Keller emphasizes not only the importance of focus, but also how to maintain that focus amid life's inevitable distractions, uncertainties, and challenges. Keller begins Part 3 with a compelling discussion on time management. He presents a hierarchy of time management, introducing the concept of time blocking. This approach involves scheduling specific blocks of time dedicated solely to working on one's one thing. Keller emphasizes that time management is not merely about maximizing every minute, but rather about creating periods of uninterrupted focus for the most productive work. By consciously carving out these time blocks, readers can insulate themselves from the distractions that derail progress and ensure that they consistently prioritize their most crucial tasks. Another critical aspect Keller discusses is the four thieves of productivity, which he identifies as the enemies that can derail our focus and effectiveness: inability to say no, fear of chaos, poor health habits, and environment. He elucidates how each of these thieves can subtly infiltrate our lives and lead us away from our one thing. For instance, learning to say no is portrayed as a superpower that preserves time and energy for what truly matters. Keller encourages readers to embrace the discomfort that often accompanies this process. Standing firm in their commitments can be transformative. Keller then discusses the significance of accountability, urging readers to surround themselves with people who support their one thing. He illustrates how accountability partners, mentors, or even mastermind groups can foster an environment of encouragement and support, creating a structure where individuals are motivated to stay on track and push through challenges. Sharing goals with others not only heightens commitment, but also offers diverse perspectives and insights that can lead to innovative solutions. Another fascinating segment explores the mindset of mastery. Keller argues that achieving remarkable results is not merely a sprint. It involves consistent, daily dedication to one thing over time. He gives compelling examples of renowned experts who have achieved mastery in their fields, demonstrating that success is often the result of sustained effort and continuous learning rather than instant gratification. Readers are encouraged to adopt a long-term perspective, viewing setbacks not as failures, but as learning opportunities on the path to greatness. Keller emphasizes that maintaining focus also requires resilience. He acknowledges that the journey toward extraordinary results is fraught with obstacles and distractions. Inspirational stories from various entrepreneurs illustrate how persistence and adaptability are crucial traits for anyone seeking to prioritize their one thing amid uncertainty or adversity. Keller's compelling commentary invites readers to celebrate small victories, reinforcing the importance of progress over perfection. As the book reaches its conclusion, Keller emphasizes the call to take action. He provides practical steps to help readers pinpoint their one thing, develop a strategic plan, and execute their vision. The action steps consist of writing down what truly matters, identifying the strategies that align with their goals, and taking immediate steps toward making those priorities a reality. Keller's passionate delivery instills a sense of urgency. Every day presents a fresh opportunity to recommit to focusing on one thing. Ultimately, the powerful message of Part 3 is clear. Extraordinary results are within reach for those who dare to simplify their lives. Through focus, commitment, and resilience, readers are empowered to chase their one thing and unlock their full potential. Keller's compelling narrative inspires a transformative journey that encourages taking ownership of one's goals and audaciously pursuing them every day. As the final pages draw to a close, readers are left with a sense of purpose and clarity. The journey to extraordinary results begins with the resolve to embrace the principles outlined in the one thing. Keller has not just provided a roadmap. He has ignited a fire within each reader to embark on the audacious adventure of prioritization, focus, and continuous growth, culminating in the extraordinary life they envision for themselves. Read the book to learn more. Thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new video updates.